You know what's fucking exciting?
What is it?
Our highlights channel.
Oh, yeah.
It has clips of the show in case you didn't have time to watch the full episode, or you're just like, oh, there was just one part in the episode I really liked, but I can't remember what timestamp it was. Watch the clips channel.
They're all bite-sized conversations instead of the entire episode just for you at Hey Bitch Highlights.
Subscribe. Hey,
Hi.
bitches. Yes, like Jess just said, you get an all-star cast.
Where are they?
Introduce yourselves. You find pieces of asses.
Shit, it's us. It's us.
It's Bose.
Tiff.
Hi, it's Gina.
Hi, it's me, Gio.
Hi, it's Nikki.
Hello. Oh,
Shit.
here comes
Is it Jessica?
We're about to talk about some sexy shit.
Jess, Jess, you know
Came
what?
ready.
I'm already wet. Let's go.
All right,
I'm kidding.
Before I even say anything else, I'm going to keep you guys in suspense right now. This episode is brought to you by Buffy. You can check out their latest product, the Breeze. What you need right now, actually.
Try that shit out, girl.
Yes, it is a comforter made entirely from 100% eucalyptus fiber to regulate temperature and keep you cool and comfortable all night long.
Wow, that's actually really good. You're good at that. You're good at that.
For $20 off your Buffy comforter, visit buffy.co, that's .co, and enter code BTCH.
Nice.
Okay,
Thanks, Buffy.
Jess, baby girl, since you
Yes.
already brought it up and like you got your fucking juices flowing, what are we going to talk about today?
I think we're gonna talk about friends with benefits.
Yes, you're not sure though.
I
think.
What are you
had
getting
to,
wet over?
I had to. Well, I just knew it was a sex topic because we have like we have like good,
Okay,
like
a couple.
nice topics, and then we have like these are the sex topics. And I was like, I showed up for this one.
Hell
Hell yeah,
Jess
you're
is like,
here.
she lets herself be our like resident nasty girl.
Yes, I love that you fucking are that way.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, that's correct. We are talking about friends with benefits. Who's had them? Who likes them? Who doesn't even know that they're even that friend with the benefit, and they think they're in a relationship? But we're gonna cover all of that.
yeah.
What happened?
Hits close home. It hits close home. I've been in a couple of one-sided friends with benefit relationships.
What side though? What
Yeah,
side?
which one?
What the fuck? I was the sucker.
Yeah.
You didn't know that it was friends with benefits?
I was. We'll get there.
Okay. Can we define what a friends with benefit is? Because we might have some people.
I
out
would
there
like
that
a
don't even
friend
know.
with health benefits because let me tell you, health insurance is fucking expensive.
That's how you know you're old now. You just want health insurance now,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck.
Give me those benefits. Please work a 9 to 5 so I can reap the rewards of your benefits.
Weren't you in a skit like that?
I was actually, yeah. I forgot about that, but they didn't talk about health insurance. They talked about like Netflix passwords and stuff like that.
Did you guys know with a healthy 9 to 5, you can have health insurance for under $50 a month?
Yeah, fuck you, Bo.
Yeah, nothing.
Right.
That means I gotta wake you up in the
Under,
morning.
I think I pay about $23 for Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I pay $600 for a
500
bronze
something
health net
a month.
enhanced PPO, which isn't a PPO. It acts like an HMO that
Oh
doesn't
my
let
God.
you
Oh,
go
that's real
see
bad.
anyone every month.
Really?
Every month, $600.
You have $600 a month. I'd be like, I hope I don't get
girl.
sick.
And then $100 doctor visits.
I pay 1,000.
Why?
Y'all are talking about
my.
family plans though.
Bro, I have a kid too.
Dude.
I just like you got no money.
Yeah,
though.
hold on, guys. New topic: health insurance. I know, right? Hold on. Fuck sex. I don't care about sex.
No, that gets me wet. You got health insurance? Fuck me sideways.
Oh, speaking of health insurance, I once fucked a guy so good that he was like, "I think I'm gonna put you on my health insurance."
Wow.
Oh my god!
And Gina, were you friends with benefits with that?
Thank
No,
you,
I was
Rose.
actually, I was dating him.
Okay, well, what is a friends with benefits here?
Y'all
What
just
is
fucking-
it? What is it?
I think this is when, okay, let's say you've known somebody for, it could be a few weeks, could be a few months, a few years, and you sit, they kind of look at each other and you're like, I think we might be sexually compatible, but we don't want to date. Let's fuck around. Let's enjoy the sex. I think it's you guys are both just in it for the sex and enjoying the feeling, and there's no strings attached.
What's the difference between that and a booty call? There's
I think
there's
it's
even less
the same.
strings.
You call you voodoo call.
Voodoo
Call your friend with benefits.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever had that.
I feel like okay, the friends with benefits. I feel like is more like you guys. The booty call is just like yo, let's fuck. But friends with benefits is like We're kind of friends.
Maybe you could still go to a movie.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
hang out a little bit, but not get too romantic.
Yeah. Then the booty call just calls you up at 2 a.m. to ask you to come over.
Yeah, a booty call, you might have just met them on Tinder and you've only hung out once or twice.
Tinder. Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Tender.
At Tender Greens.
That's how Casey and I were supposed to start.
At Tender Greens?
A Tender Greens. No, Friends with Benefits.
Oh.
Because, like, we would hang out, but every single time we saw each other, we had to have sex because the passion was hot.
But you guys didn't want to date?
I didn't want to because I had just gotten out of a really serious relationship. Like, this was just like a month later is when Casey and I started seeing each other. But I made it perfectly clear, like, listen, I do not want to be in a relationship.
You just want to hoe out.
I just wanted to hoe out for the first time in my life.
And then you married
It wasn't meant to be, girl.
In too deep.
That pussy's too good, girl.
I know, damn it. No, but yeah. So like, I mean, it was awesome though when it was like Friends with Benefits. But then we just
What's awesome about it?
I liked the fact that I didn't have to stress out about maintaining a relationship. Like I didn't have to worry about like, oh, I gotta text him, or like I'm wanting him to text me, or like let me know where he is, or like I don't know, like just having those like relationship pressures. It wasn't there in the beginning, but then once we started getting more and more into our relationship, and like the I love yous came out, and then that's when I was like, oh wait, this is not a Friends with Benefits situation.
In too
anymore.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
The sex was awesome.
But this one was good. Let me hear your story because you were. Did you know that you were friend zoned?
Look, I essentially for my entire fucking life got into relationships nonstop for the wrong reasons. And every single time it was a different situation. And then the guys that I actually dated, I was dating them to validate myself because I usually kind of dated above my level, you know? And so like I was like, oh great, I trapped him. Okay, I'm bored now. Next. So like and I'm, you know, I'm not ashamed to say that because like it's a learning experience. That's what happened.
You don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I have healthy relationships for myself and others. But in that same vein, I was looking for people to validate me. And so I would also like often chase after guys that would never date me. And the reason I was trying to chase after them was because I wanted them to date me so that I could validate myself and feel worthy. And so I would like chase after guys and like we'd go on dates, we might have sex or something. And like, it wasn't like a lot, you know, like millions. There might've been like 3 or 4 that like over the course of 10 years didn't work out. But I would like pursue them and sex was a component in that. And I've never been a sexual person. I didn't enjoy sex. There was like nothing out of it, but we would have sex more than once. And so in their eyes, I'm a friend's benefit. And in my eyes, I'm on the hunt. I'm on the pursuit, the chase. And once again, I have no problem saying that because I know there's hella other girls that are fucking insane like me that did that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, you just got to be like open about it. But I never like have entered into a like, hey, let's have sex with each other relationship.
Yeah.
Never.
And you would never want to step all over anyone, right?
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean?
I mean, like if you had
With
to
some
step
beautiful
over
shoes?
people, you know, there's a fetish out there for people who like to be stepped on with beautiful shoes from Shoe Dazzle.
I was so confused for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
She was
I'm like, come on, both.
excuse
Come on,
me.
come on.
Pick it up, honey. Pick it up. Shoe Dazzle is a new way to spoil women who love fashion and lust after shoes. I actually used this before when I like started like really kind of like sort of making money. I'm like, I'm gonna spoil myself real quick.
Ooh, what is this? What is it?
So it's like a subscription kind of thing, a personal experience. Every woman gets her own showroom each month with items based on her own personal style. So you take a quick 60-second style quiz and you'll receive a personalized showroom of pieces specifically catered towards your own unique style. So mine was like a lot of black and buckles and spikes and
Ooh,
shit,
sexy.
right?
Wow.
Yeah. So they release brand new styles like every month. And then also if you become a VIP, you save 30 to 50%. And VIPs can get free shipping on orders over $39 and have access to members only sales. Also, there's no commitment to order monthly as a VIP. So to get your first Shoe Dazzle style for as low as $10, that's
Wow.
75%.
Wow.
What?
Yes, 75%.
Ow. Yeah.
You're about to break glass, girl.
Yeah. Where do you go? Where do you go?
Off your first item with your with our special link. It's shoedazzle.com/BTCH to take advantage of this deal.
So go to shoedazzle.com/BTCH to get your first style for as low as $10. That's SHOEDAZZLE.com/BTCH.
Wow.
Shoe dazzle.
Yes, so make
Sign
sure
me up.
don't miss out. Make sure to enter your email address, okay? Once you take the style quiz, as you'll receive exclusive monthly discounts.
On your tooth?
On your food.
Oh man, I want some tooth.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, who else? Jess. Are we gonna go straight into Jess, or should we?
Straight into Jess.
I
Straight
mean,
in.
a lot of people like to go straight into me.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah,
And I
Jess.
let them.
Consensual.
Make it gay, baby. Make
I'm
it gay.
exaggerating. I'm exaggerating.
No, you're not.
Honestly, I don't think that I've ever had a friends with benefits situation, surprisingly.
Ah, that
Because
is
every
surprising.
guy that I try to do that with, I wind up in some
Dating.
sort of relationship with. I don't know if I could do it for very long. There would have to be a reason, like maybe we were dating 10 years ago and I know I don't like him, but he had a good dick. And I haven't gotten to that point yet. So I'm kind of curious, like maybe I will try that now that I'm single again.
Which
Can
is
they,
fun.
can they DM you now or not yet?
No.
No, don't DM her.
I'm not accepting any application.
I'm waiting in the wings just
Anything.
ready
needs
to
to
send.
heal. I've got my dick
Yeah.
pic already loaded on there. I just want
My finger's on the send button right now. I'm just waiting in the wings.
Like,
Sorry.
say it. You ready? You ready?
No fans. If you know who I am before we go on a date, we're not going on the date.
Right?
Just so you know.
Right?
No, it's not gonna.
I tried doing it 3 times. Tried to have friends with benefits because the thing is, I was in back-to-back serious relationships. So I hadn't been single for 7 years because I went straight from a 5-year into a 2-year. And then it was my first time in my 20s ever being single, and I was 26. And so I was like, I want to try like casually dating. And the thing is, if I go longer than 6 weeks without having sex, I want to fuck anyone that walks by me. Like, I just
Nikki,
am
do you know
so
how I feel right now?
do
Do you know how long?
Do we look really sexy
I
to
don't.
you?
Yeah, right?
I'm about to have sex with George. He
Why not? You know what's fucked up?
already has a girl.
What's fucked up?
Break up a relationship.
No, what's fucked up is that Bryce is sitting right next to me. And there was zero mention.
George is our set daddy. Okay, George
got daddy issues. Okay,
Bryce, sorry, Bryce.
If it's been 6 months or 6 weeks, I would fuck you. Yeah, you're good. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
That one.
So yeah, after 6 weeks of my singlehood, I was like, I need to fuck. And so I would, like I did stand-up comedy, and so I would just hang around because like most of them were guys that were stand-ups, and the guy that made me laugh the most, I was like, let's get drinks after,
Oh my
and
God.
Did you have like a checklist, like a meter?
no, if
It's
they
like this
made
guy made me at 7.
Dude, no, it's been a thing. Nikki, have you ever gone to a stand-up show and you're like, well, that one's a laugh, daddy. Like, that one's a laugh, daddy.
I labeled them those,
Dude,
but
yeah.
I definitely like have an immediate attraction where I'm like, I can see us fucking, like if they made me laugh a certain way or a certain amount, or that like guttural deep laugh. And so
So you're going to say that vaginal laugh.
Yeah, I'm glad you stopped.
well, yeah,
You make my vagina giggle.
If you laugh hard enough to push a queef out,
you can come ready. You're ready.
come in.
No, so like yeah,
he just
so
made me
oh my god! I several times I tried where like I'd hang out with a guy and we'd have a really great night. Like we'd go to like different like concerts, and it was really fun, like a fun time. And I knew I didn't want to date because I didn't feel those like loving vibes. I just wanted to have fun, like go hang out. Like they were good conversationalists, and I wanted to fuck. And I told them that before having sex. I'm like, just so you know, I don't know what kind of emotional place you're in, but I'm not at all wanting to date anyone. And
I feel a flex. Flex on us, girl.
no, it's not a flex. 'Cause
That
I-
is
on
the
us.
kryptonite. You figured it out.
okay.
Yes.
Flex on us.
Then we'd have sex, and then they immediately would start treating me like we were in a relationship.
Flex.
Like
And
how?
They,
What would
they,
they do?
they wanted to take me out to nice dinners. It started getting more like romantic, and I'm like, this is not the fun and the fucking that I signed up for.
That's so many, like, that's so strange that you had that experience when so many guys feel like that. Like, throughout their whole like adult life, they're like, I didn't sign up for a fucking relationship, bitch. Like I
Yeah.
just wanted to fuck you. But now you have the insight.
And I thought this is what all guys want, like, so it'll work out because I'm at that place where like I don't want a relationship at all, and not only that, but I couldn't even emotionally get there, like because I was still kind of heartbroken over my last relationship. I just wanted fun, just wanted sex. Yes, and yeah. So Jess, just be warned, like you think that's what all guys will go crazy for, but turns out they want a relationship.
Probably not the ones
And-
I'm gonna pick.
And it
Probably
happened 3 times in a row, like
Dude.
where I had to like let these guys. I was like, "Hey, I
just
told
wanted to wife you up, girl."
beforehand." Like we had a conversation beforehand, and they're like, "Yeah, I thought that was just something you were saying." All 3 times they said that, and I was like, are we speaking English? I
Because
don't.
no girl
understand.
really means that. No girl that ever
yeah,
says
you
that
know
really
what? I'm just gonna
means
say, ladies, take notes from Nikki because my technique was I'm not gonna fuck them for 2 months or 3 months, and then you know it kind of just blew up in my face. Yeah. So I guess Nikki's message is
Fun
if
and
you're
fucking, let's go.
if you're down, if they're like hot enough to do it, then like tell them I don't want to do anything serious, and then
Dude,
but-
that's so true. Because I remember when Casey and I went on our first like unofficial date, and back then I was like solid, like no,
Yeah.
like this is not happening. Like we're not even the friends with benefits part happened yet. And I was telling him like, dude, I just got out of this relationship. Like I'm nothing. That same night, he was putting his hand on my hips and stuff, and like trying to get all close to me and stuff. I'm like, and then later on, once we started dating, I'm like, dude, why did you do that? Like I told you that same night I didn't want anything to happen.
Why get why he did
it's like a
that.
He was like-
challenge, I guess. for
Yeah,
them.
no. He said the same thing that your guy said, which was, I didn't think you meant it. Where I'm like,
Well, I
wow.
can see where a guy would say that because why would you hang out on a one-on-one? That's like even if it's an unofficial date, it's still
Because I
like,
want to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, that was for her, but for me, other people were supposed to be there. And
oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
so I wasn't
get it.
trying to date.
I
him.
got you. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But when I met Steve or when we started dating, I said I love you within 10 days. Like I told you, like I was emotionally ready. I knew it was him. I knew he was the one. So it wasn't like it was a tactic where I was like, hey, I just want to fuck. I'm cool girl that just
Yeah,
likes
yeah.
fucking. You know, like I really was not emotionally available then. And then when I was emotionally available, I was like, hey, you're the one and I love you and let's get married.
How do you know when you're not emotionally available?
Like when that romantic-y stuff that I'm such a romantic, and if I picture them doing that to me, it makes me queasy instead of like accepting of it.
How do you want to fuck them then?
Because it's separate, it's compartmentalized. I used to think
wow.
that I could only fuck someone I had feelings for until this period in my life where I was so heartbroken over. I was grieving this past relationship, but I was still horny. Like my hormones were still.
It's called grief boning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's grief boning.
Yeah.
dude,
Is
also
Crying involved?
I feel like that's like
No.
the most attractive thing to a man if you're like, what do I do when I'm lonely and horny?
Right? Really, I was
Yeah.
putting myself out there like that. I was like, you're funny and you seem like a good guy that doesn't have STDs, but let's wear a condom anyway. I'm ready to fuck. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Grief banging is very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
But
is it
then
strong?
Because you're like emotional and the guy's like, oh, let me fix
Let me
you really
save
let
you.
me save you. And then the grief bang happens and yeah.
But then they're like, I thought this was going somewhere. This one guy like kept sending me selfies of himself. I'm like, I don't want this.
Yeah. Right? I just want a dick for the night. That's it.
Yeah.
But Nikki, did you feel like you were friends with them or you wanted to be friends with them?
Yeah, like, I thought they were a good time. Like they were
Okay.
fun to like. They were spontaneous. We were like, oh, you want to go to this thing? Like my friend's having this thing at La Descarga. Let's go to that. And like it was fun. It was like spontaneous. I never had that. I never had like someone that was just willing to just go on adventures. And it was all 3 guys were comedians, and all 3 guys were like really fun, and they were like cool to have deep conversations with, stuff that I really like in a relationship, but emotionally not available at all. And when 2 of them, after we had sex, wanted to spend the night and cuddle, and I couldn't sleep at all that night. Like I just wanted to vomit the entire night because that like intimacy, like that like cuddling thing, I was so repulsive to me after having sex.
Damn.
And that's how that's how you know you're not emotionally available for a
Yeah,
relationship.
that's not a sign.
Interesting.
Fuck. You
Yeah.
don't know yourself at all.
Gio, have you ever had a friends with benefits situation?
No, I never had. I think I was really guilty. I just felt like I don't know what it was. I was just like super prideful, even though I didn't need to be. Where I was like, one, no one's gonna talk about me like they fucking had me. Like I always had to feel like I had like to have control in the relationship.
Oh,
like
no.
I
I get them.
Yeah, exactly. Like I always feel like I felt like I had to have like the upper hand in that, even though like now looking back, I'm like that was so fucking stupid. So I think most of my relationships were probably friends with benefits for me at least, but for them it was probably like really serious.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really fucked up. I've grown a lot.
I don't know. But I mean, like, how's that fucked up? I mean, like, I feel like it's not. Well,
To them.
Yeah, because I wasn't
She didn't mean
considering their feelings.
Got it.
I just-
But that you could tell they were definitely interested in you, and you didn't put down those boundaries of like, I don't want to go into a relationship.
No, I wanted the relationship because I thought fucking with it outside or just having sex outside of a relationship was bad. Like I felt like a slut.
Like those beliefs. Like
yeah, exactly. Like I just felt like just anyone has access to my body, and I didn't want that.
See, for me, that's oral sex. I won't give a blowjob unless I have feelings for you.
Oh, my
Because
rule
that's
is I don't
intimate.
blow you first.
Yeah.
Go down on me first, and then we'll talk about it. Yeah,
Why is that?
it's a power thing for me.
For me, it's too intimate. Like, since you don't get like pleasurable like feelings. Like the pleasure comes from pleasing that person, right? Not from your mouth having a G spot.
Yeah.
So for me to feel pleasure from giving a blowjob means I care about you as a person and I like love pleasuring you.
Yeah.
And then I have it's like completely selfless because I don't have any other like pleasure
That's
from
crazy.
it.
I wouldn't have sex with a guy unless I looked at him and said, "I want to suck your dick." Like immediately, if I don't feel that, we're not having sex.
Yeah, I'm.
So I'll just do it. I don't,
Well, I don't know.
Because I want to.
To me, I have. When your wiener's in my mouth, I have complete power over you.
Don't say wiener. Don't say wiener. Makes me think of a flaccid hot dog.
When you're weenie,
like
your
right
weenie
out of
is
the cold refrigerated
I like wieners.
plastic.
near my molars, I have to. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's more so because I didn't value myself in sex a lot. I don't think, and so like I don't know. I never and like I don't like oral sex being performed on me. I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. Like it's
Christian
disgusting
guilt.
to
Even
me.
now, even now.
Yeah, I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Yeah, it's just like
I want to talk about it. Why?
I mean,
Why?
I
What
just
about
don't
it
like
don't you
it.
like?
Okay.
I think that it's like I think it's too personal. I also, because I as a person did not enjoy sex, I don't get any pleasure from it. You know?
Have you
Maybe you're thinking
ever
a lot.
seen like talked about like intimacy issues? Because I used to feel that way too, and then when I realized everyone was talking about liking that stuff, and then I didn't, I saw a therapist and like opened up, and turns out that I had like really strong intimacy issues where I was all about pleasuring them in sex, but I had a hard time opening up and like letting them pleasure me. It didn't feel pleasurable because I wasn't.
Maybe
Yeah.
it comes from a place of
Psychological
like
for sure.
insecurity too,
Yeah.
feeling like you don't deserve pleasure or anything. I mean, that absolutely could be it. But yeah, I could never have one night stands or anything. But if I did, I would have a Buffy comforter.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best way to impress your partner.
I need to get one.
Or non-partner, anybody that comes over. Ladies, gentlemen, sisters, and misters, get you a Buffy comforter. They make bedding that is earth-friendly and cruelty-free. I mean, the latest product, the Breeze, is a comforter made entirely from 100% eucalyptus fiber to regulate temperature to keep you cool and comfortable all night long. No more night sweats, softer than cotton,
Oh, yeah.
hypoallergenic, and 100% plant-based bedding. Now that I've read everything on this card, let me tell you how much I love this blanket. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning with my man, and we were just sleeping under a sheet. I said, boy, I'm turning on the AC and we're getting the Buffy. It just makes me feel, I'm not kidding, it just makes me feel like secure.
It's so cozy.
It's so freaking cozy. When it's on your bed, it looks like a little cloud. You just ready to jump in there. Oh my God, I love that blanket.
Yeah.
Where do
so
I
much.
get one?
Oh, did you know you can go to buffy.co? I don't even gotta look at this sheet. You can go to buffy.co and order yours with 20% off with the code BTCH. Buffy offers a free trial, ladies and germs. You can try a comforter in your own bed for free, and if you don't love it, return it at absolutely no cost. That's the deal, but you're not going to return it.
Nope.
For $20 off your Buffy comforter, visit buffy.co and enter the code BTCH. Once again, that's $20 off your Buffy comforter, going to buffy.co and enter BTCH.
Hey, baby.
Woo.
That was nice.
I like your little sneeze. That was
Oh,
really
thank
pretty.
you. All right, so I'm excited to introduce Bombas.
Oh yes, I love
Bombas.
socks.
Yeah,
Yes. Have
they
you
are
guys tried
socks.
it? I love these socks. I have had these socks for many years now.
Ooh.
I actually bought them from an ad, so ads work.
Yeah.
But no,
Kind
I
of like this
honestly-
one should work.
Exactly. Hopefully this works for you guys because I absolutely love Bomba. So I bought the no-show socks, and the reason why they sold me on these socks was because you know how for no-show socks they always slip off, like
They
from
do.
the
Yeah. I hate
so
it.
annoying.
Yeah, so they actually reinforce these socks with like multiple layers of like this gummy stuff that actually holds on to
It
your
looks like
heel.
a glue gun type tape.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of like that, but not as thick.
Oh.
So it's not uncomfortable.
Oh,
I
cool.
love them. And they also have arch support, so I have a really high arch.
In a sock?
Yeah, in a sock.
Oh, damn. I have a high arch too.
Yeah, girl, you need to try these socks.
Damn. I'm going to go buy some right now.
No, they're
No, you're
awesome.
not.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell me my life, Gio.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to pause this entire thing.
Yeah.
Go buy some
Can
other
someone
socks.
test it
Fly in
out.
my phone. Fly in my phone.
You know what? Jess, I'll hook
Yes.
you up. You
Okay,
can
thank
save
you.
20% off on your first purchase when you shop at bombas.com/BTCH.
Yes.
That's bombas.com/BTCH to save 20% off your first purchase. I love them. You're going to love them.
You will
You
love
know.
them.
Try them out. They make great Christmas presents.
So that's bombas.com/BTCH. So it's bombas as in BOMBAS.com/BTCH.
I really hope it's pronounced Bombas because that'd be fucking funny that she's Latinizing it.
I know.
Bombas.
I can't help
Bombas.
it. It probably is, but I can't help it. I have to call it bombas. You know.
Yeah. So what are some of the problems? No, but seriously, like I'm like listening to you guys speak, and I'm like living vicariously through you guys because I'm like, damn, this is really dope that you guys were so empowered and just understood yourself so much that you guys were like, no, this is what I want. These are my boundaries. These are like, this is for me. Fuck you. Like, well, really not fuck you, but it was like, this is for me. I
Yeah,
got
fuck you. I wanted to fuck him.
Okay, there we go. But then I'm trying to think of like, how does it affect one negatively, or like, yeah, like, are there side effects?
It seems like often one party
Exactly,
is not into the idea of just being casual friends with benefits. Like some person develops feelings. I actually got accused of that too with a fourth guy that I tried doing that with. He said that like he was the one that was like, no, you're gonna get feelings and you're gonna fall in love with me. And I'm like,
Okay, that just made me not want to fall for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just like dried me up.
like, I'm gonna fuck you, but then we're gonna call it quits.
yeah. Well, I slept with him, and then after, so then we were gonna do it again, and then he was like, where do you see this going? I was like, I told you, I just want to like have sex and have fun. And then he's like, see, people say that, but then they catch feelings, and like I feel like you're gonna fall in love with me, and I'm not ready for that yet. And I was like, don't turn it on me.
Yeah.
How long does your dick have to be to say that?
I know, right?
Trust me, I'm not gonna fall
Yeah.
for you, sweetheart.
And
Maybe
so,
that's just weak game.
So we
dude.
never talked again, and then like 3 weeks later, I was dating Steve, and it was over.
Perfect.
I feel like I would be the person in that.
But he probably looked at that like, see, I knew she was gonna fall in love quickly.
Not with me, but she fell in love.
Technically, I was right.
I feel like I would be the person in the relationship that would fall for someone. And like, how would I like?
too.
Then you shouldn't be in a friends with benefit thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like if someone sets clear boundaries with you and is
Yeah.
like, hey Gio, I think you're a good time and I like your pussy, but I'm not emotionally available.
I'd
Is
be
it cool with
crushed.
you to still have sex? And then you'd say,
But I would like them so much that I'm like,
you
fuck.
think you could win them over.
No, I'm like, please just like me. Maybe, yeah,
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
yeah, maybe.
See, I think that's what it is for the other party. Is like it's more of not
challenge?
a challenge, but it's like you kind of like hurt their ego in a bit. They're
Yeah.
like, "No, I'll show you. You're gonna fall in love."
Yeah.
and then when it doesn't happen, it kind of is sad.
Well,
Yeah,
I
and
guess. Oh, I was gonna say, like, kind of piggybacking off of that. I think my question is, so what exactly separates a friends with benefits from a relationship? So, like, in friends with benefits, you have friendship and getting along with somebody, and sex, and then in a relationship, you have getting along with somebody and sex, and like what else?
The emotional availability. The
But
being
it's
able
like,
to be
being
intimate
able
and
to-
romantic.
Being able to like sleep with other people too, like the whole openness part of it.
Oh,
You're
with
not
the friendship- with
Yeah,
the friends with
yeah.
benefits.
With friends with benefits, you still have the same lifestyle that you do when you're single. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to call them and tell them where
Well,
you're
then what
going.
about,
You don't
like,
have to tell them why you're going where.
What
you're
about
going.
like an open relationship? If they're like, we love each other, we have mutual respect for each other,
You
we
said
want to
love.
be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
but
Well,
I
I mean,
I
you
didn't
love you
feel-
can love your friend,
I didn't feel love,
but not like romantic love.
right.
yeah.
So that's the
Oh.
difference.
Oh,
I
I
guess
see.
I'm kind of curious, for people like me that have trouble with that, what do you guys do to turn your brain off and to be emotionally unavailable in it?
I didn't choose to.
Yeah, I don't think
You
can
just
choose.
weren't
No,
interested.
no, I was grieving my past relationship. Like, physically, my emotions were like, we can't handle any more emotions. We're shutting down. And I'm really emotional as a person, and so I'd never experienced that before. Like, that was the first time for me where this part shut down, but then my hormones were like, we still want to fuck. Yeah, because I think it's like that age in life too. I'm very fertile. 26. I think. Before, when I was single, I was 18 or something like that. And so I wasn't quite there yet. But 26, I was like, my body was like, I don't care if you can't handle a relationship, but we need to fuck.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I can't even imagine myself then, because I did have that where I broke up with my boyfriend, and I was really sad, not because I broke up with him, but I was just like so down on myself for wasting so much fucking time, and I was crying, and I just wanted to be left alone. And I did have a friend that I was really close to, but I never once thought of fucking him, or like several guy friends.
Yeah.
Actually, like
Same.
sex wasn't even in my brain.
Me, it was like someone brushes my arm and I'm like, oh, we gotta fuck. I couldn't.
Don't
handle
touch
it.
me, ladies.
Amazing.
I wonder
Once
if
I got to that moment though, when I wanted to do like a when I wanted to do like a friends with benefits thing, it was for me, I had already checked out of the relationship I was in like a while back. Like I was already like, finally I'm free. Oh my God, I could breathe. And then I guess like emotionally, maybe because I had so much time to like detach myself from that person, by the time I met Casey, I didn't realize it, but I think I was already emotionally available for him. But it was more
makes
like it was more like I wanted to experience a freedom from a relationship. That's what I really was
I
looking
see.
for. Yeah. So then once he started getting like emotionally like attached, and we both started getting emotionally attached, a little part of me did kind of get a little bit bummed out, because I'm like, well, I really wanted to see what that freedom would be like, because ever since I was 16, I had always been in a relationship, and with 1 month
Wow.
being single between each relationship.
one?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like 2 months
Yeah.
of like since I was 16 being single. So I never got to experience that, but it was really beautiful though once we fell in love and like all that beautiful.
It's like you didn't choose it; it chose you.
Exactly. But a little part of me is just like, damn it, I missed out.
Well, according to Jess, no, you didn't, because the pool out there is just like, and the quality of sex is different, right?
I mean, it's been over 5 years now since I've been single, and I think like it just depends on how mature you are, what your what your intentions are. Like, are you just trying to serve your own ego, or what's really behind your choices? And that's going to determine like who you pick and then how the sex is. I feel like, because a lot of it is emotional, but. Yeah, you can. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm gonna find out how the pool is in LA though.
I'll take you
because
out.
in Texas. I
Go
feel
out.
like the pool was really small, and there was just a lot of country bumpkins. So I'm really excited to be in the greater Los Angeles area.
You know,
with
30,000
10 million people here.
30,000 people move here every day.
Yes.
Are you serious?
30,000
They're
new
coming for
people.
me.
And 30,000 people leave every day.
Oh,
but
thank God.
but 30,000 new people come to move to Los
Get
Angeles.
out
every
of
day.
here. We have so much
I
traffic.
know we have so much traffic.
It's okay. I'm welcoming them. They need to come. I need to
With legs open.
with legs wide open.
Yes.
Damn it. Where we quote fucking Creed. Oh, Lord. Is there any, would you guys that have successfully had friends with benefit, would you recommend it? Are you like, this is something that I feel like everyone should try? Like, kind of like you should live with someone before you, in a relationship.
I don't think
think,
any of us
I
successfully
don't think
tried
anyone
it.
of us has.
You
Unless
did.
Gina
Well,
did.
I haven't.
You did.
I haven't told my story.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
sitting here quiet this whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
When are you
Yeah.
quiet?
I haven't heard
What's
of
happening?
I was
Yeah,
just
let's
waiting. I'm waiting in the wings, man. I told you.
Yes, let's
Dang.
go. Gina.
So I have a friend who I've known since I was like 17 years old, and we were like boning back then. It was dope, and it was just cool. Like, we got along. Like, we went to school together. We got along. Like, we would watch movies together and stuff. But we never, for some reason, we never discussed. Like, I think we both kind of like we don't want to be in a relationship, and more than 10 years later now, we're still like really close best friends. It's dope.
And you still fuck?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like we fucked for a little bit, and then we just became friends. And
Oh, that's
then,
cool.
Yeah, and like now when we hang out, there's like no sexual anything at all. It's just like, yo, dude,
Wow.
what's up? I love you. And then yeah, so we still check in on each other all the time. We're gonna get matching tattoos soon.
Wow.
Yeah, because we're like that like we're friends now. Like this is fucking
so
dope.
cool.
Yeah, so that's my
It all
success
came
story.
from Friends with Benefits.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the second time that I actually tried it, this is when I was like, did I die?
Whoa.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh. The second time that I actually tried it, this is when I was like out of a relationship, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fuck, right? So I met this guy. We hung out, had sex, and then I was like, so cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend the night. You know, like it's, you know, you don't even need to know like my last name or anything, my real last name or whatever. And then I ended up dating him for a year. I'm much more of a relationship person.
Yeah.
Like I love to love, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, my friend from like more than a decade ago, that's I feel is my success story because it didn't
Is he
end
the
all
one that
weird.
we got to see in the group chat? That's
No,
a different person?
no.
The one with the
still friends.
huge dick. That guy.
No.
Hello.
No, we
Zing! The printed picture of it, like
the one that we refer
next to her masters.
The one
It's hiding behind my masters. I have it taped behind her.
it peeks out at the top. It's still poking out at the
Hi, if you're listening.
He actually saw the episode where I was talking about him. He's like, dude, can you please be a little bit more like
Discreet?
Yeah, discreet.
Does
next
not
time.
give a fuck.
He's
Fuck
like,
you. He's like fucking like hell yeah, that's me.
well, I mean, he and I, our story was different. We were kind of hooking up and then started to like each other, but it didn't work out. But we remained friends, and we're still really close friends now. Like he has his own life, whatever, and we just check in every once in a while. Like, yo,
So what
dude,
is that called? Instead of friends with benefits, like friends with exes?
Friends without benefits.
maybe.
Yeah.
Friends.
So it's just
that
called
used
friends?
to have
Friends?
benefits.
Yeah, friends that used to
Friends
have
that you
benefits.
fucked that you don't fuck anymore.
Yeah.
That's a really long title.
Yeah.
Friends with that used to have
Ex-fuck
benefits. I like.
buddies.
Ex fucks buddies.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
But yeah, I think that's my success story. We're like super close friends now.
That's
after boning
awesome.
for like a few months.
Damn, I had this really good fucking question. Then I started thinking about
You
dick
said,
for some.
is it worth it?
No, there was another one that
okay.
was so good. Damn it! I
Were you
hope
thinking about his video?
this video. Oh, I didn't see the video. There was a
Oh, you wanna
video?
see it?
No.
Hold on.
She sent us a video too.
Hold on.
I don't think I watched the video. I'm a married woman.
You're a married woman. Both of you.
Yeah, that's probably.
Well, so am I, but
I
I'm
know.
curious.
Like, I'm gonna watch that. Shit.
It's so funny because he was at my birthday party.
Yeah.
And I pulled all the girls together. I was like, yo, you
him.
remember the one that can fuck his own belly button?
I felt like I
Right?
was cheating. So I'm not gonna look just
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
just saw your dick. I don't even want eye contact. Get away.
It was so funny. I told the girls. He's like, God damn it, Gina, what the hell?
You had his like wife
Fuck
there or
his own
something.
belly button?
Yeah.
Oh, he was huge.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
You missed it in the host.
Yeah, I did.
And he
dude.
was not black. I was surprised.
The first time I saw that, I married it. Anyway, I think that to answer your question earlier about do you think everyone should go through that phase of having a friends with benefits, I think for me, I would always wonder what that was like to like go through casual sex without being in a serious relationship if I had never tried it. So I feel like I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
I think it would be a lot easier to have friends with benefits when you get older, maybe after 30, 35, because you're more
Mature.
solid in who you are.
Yeah.
You know what your life is. You're
Yeah.
not kind of like doing everything, like trying to find who you are, like latching onto people for your own self-esteem like you do a lot
Yeah.
in your early 20s. For me, I would say don't even try that shit when you're super young. Like just wait till you get
What's
older.
super young to you?
Like 21, 22, because I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
you're just so emotionally like fucked at that age.
But then
like
also the guys are immature too.
Yeah.
So like especially if you're in college and you're like you think you're doing this healthy thing with friends with benefits.
It's not.
Yeah, you don't know what that guy's saying to his friends, what he's doing because like you're both very immature at that time. And friends with benefits is a very mature thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's easier just to like have sex and then maybe kind of just cut it off. Like if you know like I'm very emotional right now. I want someone to love me. Like you're setting yourself up for failure by
Yeah.
allowing yourself to like accept the fact that he doesn't want a relationship. So like think about what you really want in your life. Like,
Yeah, so being in tune with who
Yeah,
you are and
yeah.
what your emotional needs are.
I think is healthy.
Yeah, because then I'm also thinking here, like, what about those people that like they start off that way because they're so insecure and they're just like hoping that it kind of leads into something, or they use that as a crutch.
Oh, what are you asking me?
Was that what you? No, you didn't. You used it as a crutch.
No. Before that, you were like, they're so insecure, and no, I'm like saying this is a good thing. Like, what's your question? I can help.
Oh yeah, like they're so insecure that they use that like as an excuse or like as a way to like infiltrate and be like,
Say, oh, I'm okay with being friends with them.
Yeah.
Yes,
when they're really
absolutely. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, watch the fuck out for me, like people like me, because seriously, like we will act, and like I say this to be an open book for the girls that do this, and also the guys that may not see this. Like we will literally say, oh, we're cool, oh, everything's cool, I'm literally at home waiting for you to text me. And like I said, I do not do this anymore.
Yeah.
But like it comes from like just a lot of different things that culminate, but it's overall insecurity, you know. And like I'm trying to think now, like how can guys like sense this?
that was my follow up.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
not
keep
necessarily
it going.
guys.
Let me think. I can really answer
Well,
this.
you think about that. We're gonna take a break to talk about Hinge.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
So I'm not in the dating space anymore, but just hearing about everyone's experience, like George, who's behind the scene, the guy that you always hear laughing, and Jess, you got to tell us about your experience. I'm just kind of a little bit jealous.
I mean, I just downloaded it like a few days ago, and I'm really excited, but also scared. But the thing that like makes it cool is I actually really like this app compared to, so the last time I signed up for an app, that was like 6 years ago before my last relationship, and I was on, the other major ones. I never tried Hinge. The thing I noticed immediately was like the profile design was like super thoughtful. Like you have to fill
For
out.
Hinge.
Yeah, for Hinge.
Oh, for Hinge compared to the other ones.
Compared to the other
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, you have to like upload a minimum number of pictures. So it's not just like one photo that kind of sucks. Like,
And it's
you
fake.
have to
Usually
do several.
people, they always put like the angle, or they have like filters. Yeah.
Yeah, so this way, like, you're gonna get to see them in several photos, minimum is several photos, and I like that. And then I also like that you have to answer a certain number of questions, because there's this other app, and they will remain unnamed, but you just kind of like have this chance to fill out one line, and it's kind of like, well, what do you put?
Yeah, because
I don't know what to say in that one line.
I feel like people are getting sick of dating apps because they're all about hooking up. But then there's people that are like, no, I really want to establish a connection and like a relationship, and none of these other apps are doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
it's all about swiping and hooking up.
Yeah, it sounds like that way. I mean, I've never seen any of these apps because I've just been married for like ever.
Yeah.
But
show you
yeah,
mine.
it just sounds like it just sounds like it's literally designed just to hook up, because it's that one line. I'm like, I'm not going to get to know
Yeah.
anything about
no,
anyone.
not at all. Yeah.
And I feel like I'm gonna get duped. I've had girlfriends tell me that like guys will write like their height, and then like when they meet up, they'll say I'm 6'2" or something, and then they meet up and they're like 5'6", and they're like,
No,
I
it-
would have never known because
Yeah.
there's only one picture.
Yeah, the thing on the height thing is funny too, because I feel like every guy that's like 5'6" or 5'7" actually puts 5'10" or 5'11". I'm like, oh damn it.
Yeah, and what's cool about Hinge is they openly are like, we're designed to be deleted.
I love that.
Because we want you to find a long-term relationship.
Thank you, Hinge, because yes, I don't want to be on dating apps forever. I'm 32. I want to find like a real relationship. I mean, I still need a little bit of space from my last relationship, but right now I do want to find quality people.
You
I
get
don't
to
wanna
shop around, girl.
Find junk
to see
people.
what you want.
Yeah.
Trash people.
I don't want trash people.
No, I love that. I love that that's their motto, that it's designed to be deleted, because it gives me hope. I'm like, well, I mean,
You
not-
hope?
The married woman.
You get hope for me, right? You're getting
Yes,
you're
that's
getting
what I
hope for
mean.
me.
It gives me
Gina.
hope for people that need it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
all I'm
Oh,
saying.
you better get ready. She's starting her escape plan.
You heard it here.
I'm happily married, okay? But for anyone that's not happily married, or that just, they want to find love, it sounds like Hinge is the way to go. We saw George's, that's the guy that I keep talking about, and his was fucking cool. Like,
It's
we
really
got
good.
to learn so much about him. Like, he spent 48 hours in Tokyo, and I'm like, man, if I would have saw that, that'd be so interesting to me. Like,
You get to know a lot about the person.
Mine's deleted. Remember that.
okay, yeah. So George has a girlfriend
a
now.
girlfriend
He needs
now.
to
He's
clarify.
very happy.
He did delete
deleted
the app. It
He found
worked.
her
Yes.
through the app.
He did.
Yeah.
He deleted it, but the only reason why he had that on his phone because he took screenshots because he wanted to be cute. But I'm not gonna put you on blast for being cute. But yes, app is deleted. He found the one, y'all.
So yes, make sure you guys go download Hinge. I love it so far, and they're gonna love watching me and Gina use it.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Um.
I got it. okay, like warning signs. Warning signs. Like if she can't go, if she gets like concerned when
Or
you guys
he.
don't talk, or getting concerned when you guys don't talk for a day. If like I was interested in somebody and like I was kind of like doing this whole validation and security thing, I would anticipate we spoke every day. Like you can skip a few days, and like if you feel like you can skip a few days with talking to them and they actually seem comfortable, they're not passive aggressive after a few days of not talking, like it's probably cool. But if they like find just random ways to hit you up or hey, what's up, or responding to your stories, and they need to keep in contact with you every single day, like that's kind of first sign.
Yep.
Because when you guys don't talk for a while, they're like, oh, do you like me?
Yeah, that's a huge sign.
Yeah, absolutely. Because do you guys feel like you could definitely go a few days without talking to a friends with benefit?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
yes. At this point, like, don't call me for 3 weeks. Just give me that good dick when I'm on my ovulation week, and then get the fuck out of my way. I got shit to do. But when you're like 21, you know, you're gonna be like, does he still like me? Like, I don't know where he went.
Ooh, I think another one would be unnecessary emotion. Like in the first month or two, or like, you know, when things are starting out early, if you sense passive aggressiveness, like, you know, maybe kind of wanting to like hang out a little too much, or them kind of like probing deep to get to know you a little like deeper than you need to on a friends with benefits level, that person is interested in more than just fucking you.
Ooh, I disagree with that one. So
Really?
I just really hate small talk and love deep conversations. So one of the things I like about a friends with benefits is it's someone that's a really good conversationalist, and we can talk about deep things and what type of people they are.
I think she means more like personal shit.
Right, we get into personal shit.
Oh, really?
I
Like their
think-
family and stuff like that.
Yeah, like well,
Oh.
if it pertains to the experience.
Because I feel like that's some intimate shit that
Oh,
like
to me, it's like I wouldn't even have you as a friend or like one. I don't know. Well,
I can see both sides.
Yeah, I think I can see both sides
it depends
too.
on the case by case, I guess.
If you're seeing
Yeah.
multiple warning signs.
Yeah.
you know, like,
if
That's the
just
only thing.
how I
then-
treat everybody
Yeah.
is that like I like to have deep conversations with them. It's
we
not
don't have
special.
deep conversation.
Yeah, we did. We went to lunch and we talked all about all of your insecurities, Gio. I got a whole book on you. You want
She
me
did a
to
whole
let
bullet
everyone
journal.
know?
She did a whole bullet journal page on you. A
You
whole
want me to
page.
prove it? We're real
Yeah, go
friends.
for it.
I got another warning sign.
Okay, go.
Dude, I'm sorry. Are these
This is
okay?
great.
Because like,
Yes.
this is
Great.
so
I think these are
amazing.
helpful.
Yeah, they are.
Like, and girls too, if you feel like you're doing this shit, like, but also like, I don't know. Another thing that I think I tended to do was I started to almost act like a girlfriend early, like whether it be like, oh, I'll pay for this, or oh yeah, don't worry, I'll grab you, and like I would always act really chill about it, but like I was kind of like, and like it's not intentional, like it's not really to be crazy. I just like, it's like in my head I'm showing you like, you know, like, oh, I
What
could
you
be
could
your
be
girl.
having. Yeah.
Exactly, you know.
interesting.
So like, yeah, these are like when, oh god, if you see all three of those fucking run, like fucking run. Okay, I gotta keep thinking of next morning.
If you're trying to
Those
have
are
a
good.
friends with benefits relationship,
Yes,
if you're trying
yeah.
to get into a relationship, maybe these are signs that someone's ready to settle down with you.
Yeah.
True.
What do you guys think is a good way for a guy to talk to a girl if he starts to sense that maybe there's like more there than he's looking for, and vice versa? Like, how can a girl talk to a guy too and be like, hey, hold on.
I would just make up another person, be like, hey, like I met someone that I really like.
Okay.
And
You have to cut them off.
Yeah,
It has to be a deep wound. They can't come back.
No, God.
It's over.
yeah, for them, I would just be like, hey, I met someone that I really like, so I don't think we can continue this anymore, but it was really cool. You're really awesome. Have a good day.
Dude, if somebody did that to me, I'd be like,
That's fucked up.
Savage.
I mean, yeah, that's everyone has their. Now I'm older, whereas before I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. But now I'm just like, just be straight up, like literally. But then stick to that. Like, don't reply to the text. Don't reply to like. You have to be like, hey, I'm doing this because I don't want to hurt your feelings. We're in different places right now. And then when they try to reach out, just don't even say sorry or don't reply. Like, let the wound heal.
That's why I have the disclaimer first. I'm like, so that you know what you're getting into. I'm very straight up with people, but then, yeah. So when it gets too far, when I'm like, when they're kind of treating me like a romantic partner, and I say, hey, remember that conversation I had before we hooked up? Usually they were sad, but they took it. They were like, oh, true. I just thought it was going a different direction. But one guy cussed me out.
What?
Yeah,
What?
he cussed me out, and he was like, "You're just gonna go back to your shitty ex-boyfriend." And he started like digging up all of like my shit that's not his business.
Wow.
And just like, yeah, cussed me out and was like, "Fuck you, you're scared and you're stupid," and blah, blah, blah stuff. And he hung up on me, and I never talked to that guy again. I blocked him on everything, but like, that was just from me going like, hey, because he goes, hey, what, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I was like, we just talked. And he's like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, we did stuff, and then now we're not talking like in a certain way. I'm like, I'm treating you exactly how I treated you before we did stuff because that's what I said I would do. And then he went off on me.
But dude, also for insecure people, saying I'm not looking for a relationship is like catnip. It's like a challenge. It's like, you don't want this, and if I like prove, if I like do this, then I'll validate
They
myself.
think it's about them.
Yeah.
When in reality, the person who says I don't want a relationship, it is about inside them own self.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. Like, you can't change that. If they're
Let
not
me
ready,
tell
they're
you,
not ready.
cursing someone out is not a way to get them to like you back.
It's a very dangerous situation, not like literally, but like emotionally, it is really, really risky.
It can be
So
literally
That's
addictive.
why-
It could also be literally dangerous.
That's
Get
why
with a crazy person.
I say that I'm seeing someone else and not just, hey, I don't really want to do this with you anymore, because then people might go crazy.
Well, no, they might get crazier if there's another
Yeah.
guy, because then they're gonna go
Crazier.
shoot his ass.
Jesus.
That's true. The ones I date do that.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Damn, Gina.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, now because I've fucked up so much in life and like in love and stuff.
No, what are you talking about?
Oh, well, in love, in relationships. I just didn't understand him. I didn't understand myself. Like, I've done a lot of developing over the years, and like a lot of just like self-reflecting and like really just trying to make it about me and fixing that like I'm just like, be straight up.
Yeah.
Like, because then shit just snowballs into something way worse.
That's maturity.
Yeah.
But
And
see,
it's
I
hard.
do think that you have to go through those lessons. So when I know it's good that we're warning people that are young to like try to stay away from them. But if you do go through that, know that it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
Like you'll definitely learn, and don't take that into the next relationship and project these things that happen to you onto the next relationship. Use it as like a learning experience and like grow from it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about like experiencing things firsthand, because that's at least the way I retain information the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're curious about it, like do it, but then like,
But know that it's an experiment. And, like,
and it might hurt you.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think there's an expiration date on Friends with Benefits?
Ooh.
It just
How long
depends.
for it, Oprah?
It really depends, I think.
Well, you know what's funny? So you said that you guys were like fucking for a while and then stopped and then were friends for like 10 years. I have another friend that he and his friend slept together when they were like 19 or so, and now they're 26, 27, and like they fucked like twice, and then they never did it again, and they went back to being friends. So like I don't know, I think there's something weird when maybe you decide that you like this person so much as a friend that you don't want to lose them and get lost in a sexual relationship.
I don't know. It's like me and him have never had like the feelings ever. So we never had like the whole like, oh, this might fuck up our friendship. It was just always, you're fucking dope. And like, let's just hang out. It's really weird. Yeah. I got lucky with this one.
Yeah.
But as for like expiration date, I don't know. Like, I feel like people can be friends with benefits forever and ever, whatever, as long as you guys are both understanding. Like, I don't
Because
like
do you
that
think
way.
that's possible though? Like, let's say you're both single, you both love each other as friends, you both fuck occasionally, and you think that it's sustainable like for years, like
until you meet someone that you actually have feelings for.
Oh my God. But and then like, you know, we were talking about the complications of a friends with benefit. Imagine like having a friends with benefits that you were super comfortable with for 4 years, and then you guys both think everything's cool, but then one of you goes and dates someone else, and this person realizes they had feelings for you all
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, that sucks for you.
Yeah, Nikki's like, well, I'm gonna get married now.
I mean, if there's a conversation in place and we have an understanding that it's just friends with benefits, I can't feel too bad if something happens.
You knew.
And
That's true.
So if you're friends with benefits, when you cut out the benefits, can you still be friends when you're in a new relationship?
Oh, well, Gina
yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it risky though?
And it
I
was
wasn't
never-
able to be friends with any of those people, but that's because they wanted a relationship.
Okay.
And it was never like a weird transition for us. It just happened.
I know a couple that they were friends with benefits for many years, and they would each like when they would be in relationships, they would just remain friends and not fuck during that time. But then once they stopped being in a
They would come
relationship,
back
then they
together.
would come back together, and then that's when the fucking would start again.
See, I
And
think
it would
that's
be-
cool.
It
That's
was
actually
like
dope.
super healthy the way I saw it, because I don't know, I'm on the outside. But eventually they got married, and now they have a little girl.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That took a twist.
Actually, now that I think about it, I have someone like that too.
Really?
Yeah, but he's like very respectful. Like, if he's ever in town, he's like, yo, are you single? I'm like, no, I'm not. He goes, all right, cool, love you, bye. And then
Oh, yeah.
it's really sweet.
I had a guy do that too up until I got engaged. And
Yeah.
he's like, are you single? And I'm like, no, I'm still with that same guy.
Yeah, but then like he and I are still friends. Like I met his family, and we're and his I mean, like we were kind of seeing each other sort of, but in the back of my mind I knew it wasn't ever gonna be serious. But like I've known this guy since like middle school, right? And like I know the family, and the family's cool with me, and I still I just commented on her vacation photos and stuff like that too. But like we're still friends. Like we check in on each other, like, hey, you good? You good? And then like, you know, if we're single, then hey, I'm gonna be in town. Let's hook up. But if we're in a relationship, it's like, all right, cool, love you, bye. Like it's dope.
I wonder how you can like how that happens. Is it just because like when you look at this person, you're like, I could never actually like take him to my parents and all of that, but like I am sexually attracted to him, or like what really stops you from feeling those feelings? Like it's such an interesting thing how you can be like, oh, I'm dating someone now, and them not be like, oh.
I think it's because I know him so well, and I knew him like, you and I would probably not work out in a relationship. Like I love you as a person, as a friend, but seeing you in previous relationships, I know how you are, and he's seen me, and we knew that we were not going to be compatible. But the sex was great, so
That's really healthy to understand.
Yeah.
You guys both understand each other and like who you are as like as individuals.
exactly.
From an outsider, just listening to your guys' story, what it sounds like, I guess answering your question, what it sounds like to me is that we all look for certain types of qualities that we want in one person, right? And they're not all going to have that. But then when we are compatible with one person that has that one quality, then we're like, okay, cool. Like we can be friends and we can just fuck.
Yeah.
And then, but they don't possess any of the other ones.
Yeah. So
Is
maybe
what it
there's
sounds like to
there's
me,
like
but
a
I don't know.
minimum of 6 that you need to really want to be in a relationship. But he only
Yeah,
has,
right.
like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't a checklist. It was all about being emotionally available, because those guys like probably could have been good partners, but I really just
Yeah.
couldn't physically and emotionally be there and
Yeah.
like make myself have.
Or I mean, just selecting to fuck that person.
oh,
Yeah.
selecting. Yeah, I mean, like so they have all the things, but I just don't have my emotions there.
Yeah. Oh.
Would you guys be cool if you were dating somebody and then you just later on found out they were still really close with their previous friends with benefits?
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I
that'd
think
be
they
weird.
should stop talking to people they had sexual.
I mean, once you're
Relations with?
exclusive, if you haven't had
Yeah,
the
once you're exclusive,
exclusivity
yeah.
talk, then it doesn't matter what.
But I mean, like, yeah, let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys are exclusive, and he's been friends with Karen this whole time, but he later like is open with you. Let's say he's open to and says like, hey, you know, yeah, Karen and I used to like. Or maybe you've heard here through the grapevine,
Does
or maybe
he
you
go to like
noticed.
coffee with her and stuff? Does he hang out with her?
I mean, they're still friends.
I think I
wouldn't
had that.
be okay with
Really?
Yeah, I think I had that. In college, I was dating this guy. He didn't live here. I mean, he was coming to school here, but he was originally from like Oakland. And then we started dating, and I think we dated for maybe like a year or close to a year. And he told me about that friend that he did have a friends with benefits with. And he's like, yeah, he's like, my friend's in town, but just to let you know, I was like sexually, like I was sexual with her. We never got in a relationship, but we do have that past. Are you okay with that? And I was like, oh, fuck, that's hot. Yeah, go. Okay. I thought that was so cool.
I think if they're open about it, it's one thing. And I asked this because we were asking like, what are the complications of a friends with benefit? And like, let's say you have an occasional sexual relationship with somebody and you're great friends, but when they finally do get into a relationship, maybe you're cool with them being in a relationship, but that person's significant other may not be cool with you guys being friends anymore.
I wouldn't be cool with them going and hanging out solo together.
Yeah.
But like if it's just like a friend in a way where like if we run into them, they're like, oh hey, how's it going? I don't mind that.
Yeah.
It's just like no hangouts, like no going to dinner with this
Solo?
person.
What about
or-
group hangouts?
Yeah. Group is no.
you know the
group. If we're all okay, like I don't know, like there's a person like that in our circle that like was kind of that for me, and Steve knows about him, and like when we run into each other in like at like events and stuff, it's all cool. But like we would never just hang out like in a
Yeah.
group.
my friend that I've known, the one that I've been telling you guys for like however, a former friend with benefits. Yeah, the guys that I date are pretty chill because I'm upfront about it, and it's also because it was like 12 years ago too. But like he and I, like our friendship upkeep, we rarely see each other. Like we'll message each other on Facebook and stuff, but our friendship upkeep is once a year we go on a super fancy dinner date. and like completely platonic. And it's just us getting dressed up. How are you?
That's
Let's catch
cute.
it. Yeah, like it's really adorable. you know?
But when you're in a relationship too?
have I ever done it in a relationship? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't be okay with that.
No. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I'm
yeah,
with Nikki. I don't think I would
Yeah.
be cool with the
Yeah.
solo dates.
Yeah.
I think it's because like I let you know, like, dude, like this was 12 years ago. Like this is me and my friend hanging out.
And
Yeah,
we're
but-
not fucking again.
We're not
I
fucking
understand
again.
that.
Would
and-
your
and, like,
boyfriend
it's
be
not like I
invited to
wouldn't.
this?
Yeah, if he wants to, he can come along.
See, I'd be
Yeah.
cool with that.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah, I
was
would.
there.
Nikki,
I wouldn't. It's not like I don't trust you.
Yeah.
It's that I don't trust them. It's that they might still have feelings for you.
But it
for my
doesn't
partner.
matter.
Yeah, but to me, I don't like it.
and
I
also,
feel
it's like,
so
why
with you.
complicate things with adding in a little bit
Yeah,
of
no,
tension
for
from
sure
another
they don't
side.
really need to be in the picture, but at
Yeah.
the same time, Steve
That's
is like
right.
a fucking steel door. No bitch.
No, I know
No bitch is
that.
gonna crack him, so it doesn't matter.
He places those rules on me, and then it's like it's just a discussion
Yeah.
among your like your own relationship, like what's okay for your partner and you.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I know for him, if I were to go hang out with some guy completely platonic, and it doesn't matter if we even had a sexual past, if it was just someone of the opposite sex hanging out solo with me, he would not be okay with it, even though
Really?
Wow, our
Yeah, he
Steve,
would-
the
no.
steel
Wow.
door.
No, he's very
Bart's
territorial.
Bart's
Oh,
the
cute.
complete
Yeah.
opposite.
So
Bart
is
would,
Casey.
yeah, Bart would
Complete
not give a
opposite.
fuck.
Like,
Yeah.
and by the time like I'm dating a person already, they have already met my friend a bunch of times. I think you guys may have met him, but yeah, they've already met him, and they know like, okay, yeah, you guys are not boning at all. Like, there's no emotion at all. So by the time that happens, and I'm like, yo, we're gonna go on our friend date, they're like, all right, cool, have fun.
You know what's funny? This reminds me of one of Casey's friends. So this girl, every time he would go back home, they would always hang out because they were really good friends. He says they never did anything. Like he was never into her or anything. But one time when I was in Texas, I was like, oh yeah, are you gonna hit up your friend? And he was like, oh yeah, I should hit her up. We always hang out. Like, let's have dinner. So he hits her up. She ends up like immediately being like, yeah, I'm in town too. Cause she doesn't live in Texas anymore, but she was in town too. And she was like, yeah, let's get dinner, whatever. And then he was like, oh yeah, my girlfriend's gonna come too, by the way. And she was like, oh no, I can't make it. So I told Casey, I'm like, dude, she totally had feelings for you
Yeah.
that whole time.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm in the picture, like they never spoke again as far as I know. So I'm like, dang, that's crazy. She was what's it
She was
called?
a
Friend zoned. But she didn't realize
Oh,
it.
dude, yeah,
Huh.
because
Yeah.
if I was really good friends with a guy and like I had the opportunity to meet like his girlfriend or wife of like many years, I'd be so excited
Yeah,
to meet her.
exactly.
Yeah, if it was truly just friends.
Yeah,
Right.
I would
Yeah.
be like, I'm so happy you're like taking care of my friend and you guys love each other. But like,
Yeah.
if she didn't want to meet you, it was
She was
because it
friend zoned.
hurts.
she was friend zoned.
Rest in peace, girl.
I know.
Girl, is there a way to tell if you're in the friend zone?
I don't know, never been there. That's great.
But okay, is
flag.
there a way that guys can tell that you've put them in the friend zone?
Oh yeah, if I respond.
No, they can't. We've seen it
that's
firsthand.
true.
You fucking know.
Guys
they don't
can't
know.
Oh yeah.
Multiple guys at once. And they fucking have no clue.
So my okay,
I don't
so I
blame
have
them, though.
I have like a grand cardinal rule
To a certain extent.
that if I can tell if someone's interested or if I'm interested or like if my friends ask me like, how do I know if they're interested? My rule is, are they asking you questions? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like when you're talking or texting, like, hey, how's your day? Oh, it's fine. And it's like, okay, that means you're not interested. If I was interested, I'd be like, oh, it's really good. I did this and this. Well, how about you? What'd you do today? Like, if they keep the conversation going, then that's how I know like they're interested in you and you're like not really getting
Oh
friends. zoned.
shit. That's how I ended up in so many relationships I didn't want to be in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
Because
feel like
I'm
just
too nice.
Same. I
Really?
feel like I'm just friendly with everybody.
Yeah.
I think, and that's people have gotten the wrong idea.
Yeah.
I have gotten okay. So this guy that I used to do stand up with was visiting LA, and he's like, "Hey, let's grab a drink." And so I went across the street because I live in Hollywood, and we grabbed a drink together. And I was in my old relationship at the time, but I was going through my pictures, and I'm like, "Yeah, like my boyfriend's getting his own place right now," and I was like showing him pictures of my cats in boxes, and he was like, "Wait, did you say boyfriend?" I was like, yeah, yeah. So the cats are in the boxes, like the movie boxes.
Yeah, boyfriend. Anyways, so this is
And then the guy was like, oh, this is awkward. And I was like, why? And he's like, because we're like on a date right now. I'm like, wait, what?
oh.
Like, you want to grab a drink? Like, and he had never asked me out on a date. He had never flirted with me.
Oh,
or
so
like,
it was the first date.
But yeah, like we had only just done stand up together.
Guys
and
don't
he's
want to
like-
be with guys don't just want to
I
be
was so
friends with a
confused.
girl.
Yeah. Also, Nikki,
so
you're like hot. So if a guy asks you out for a drink,
But no, it wasn't. But it wasn't like it was
Sometimes
never like
it seems
it's
like
always
a work
like that.
thing or like a
Yeah.
networking.
Yeah,
thing.
No.
Exactly. That's happened to me
okay,
too.
okay, I can
work,
see
like
that.
a colleague thing,
Yeah.
like where we used to. We used to do shows like every single weekend together as a group.
Oh, okay,
you
I can
know?
see that.
And then like he was visiting LA and I hadn't seen him in a few years, and it was never like, so you single now? You seen anyone? There was no conversation like that. I was like, hey, you want to grab a
You
drink?
never felt it.
I was like, this is not a date.
Yeah.
And if this is a date, you did a poor job asking someone out.
Yep,
'Cause
exactly.
you need to be like
Clear and
Tell him all
concise.
that.
yeah. Yes. People need to know. I'm straight up. I swear to God, like that maybe is like
What's his
my one
response?
good thing. He was like, "Oh, I just thought that this meant like we're grabbing a drink and I'm going to pay for drinks." Like I didn't know you were paying for drinks. Also, that doesn't mean it's a date either.
exactly.
Like, so yeah, people need to know. I think comedians too, or in the entertainment industry, like they're kind of like socially like awkward. You know, like you need to like kind of teach them certain things.
I think that's a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of.
That's why like now I have to have you like tell me clearly, yo, like are we on a date right now? Like I'll ask straight up to like, is this a date?
Yeah.
Because I've been in that situation
Yeah.
before, and I was like, this is really fucking awkward.
I had asked Steve the first time he asked me on a date because it wasn't clear. And I asked my friend that was like a mutual friend, I was like, do you think this is a date? And he's like, no, I don't think so. He just got out of a relationship. I'm like, see, I didn't think so either. But then Steve made it clear. He was like, hey, I'm going to pick you up in my car. I'm paying for everything. You don't have to worry about a thing. We're doing this. Like, it is a date. And like, he was very clear, like spelled it out. And I was like, yay, no.
Yeah.
It was clear communication.
oh my God, I can only picture Nikki on her first date with Steve. She was like probably putting on her earrings, like so excited.
Her scrunchie. Her scrunchie.
She's like, the man
you
of
guys,
my
you
dreams
don't
is
know
taking
me.
me out.
I love it.
I was wearing a dress. I had a purse. I never used a purse.
my
okay,
gosh.
so I'm like jeans
She had
hoodie
a
girl.
purse.
So like I had jeans hoodie. I never had a purse. I'd always put everything, even now, like it's in my phone. Like I could put it in my back pocket. And I put on a dress and a purse for this guy. And then after that, I never used a purse again. And he's like, "You need a purse. Like you lose your things too much."
How long have you and Steve been together again?
6.5 years.
Yo,
and then we were
ladies-
friends for 4 years before that. So we've known each other for over a decade.
Ladies, also take notes. I mean, Nikki is very much in love with Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Love
very fucking much.
They are so damn cute together.
Yeah, I want that shit. I mean, I kind of do have that shit, but I'm hoping like in time I still have that shit because I'm only like a
Yeah.
year and a half into my relationship, and I'm like, ooh.
A year and a half's a good sign because that's to me the make or break it mark.
Really?
Yeah, like where you really are like, I could do this forever or I need to quit.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
that's my
he's
mark
like,
too.
Yeah, he's like my partner. Like any guy that I see just looks like it's like they have no face. They look like a Ken
Yes,
doll. They have no
that's
penis.
exactly how it
They have no like face. Like
Yep.
I can't even
They're just
gauge
blobs.
if other men are like attractive, and like that's how I know I'm like so deep into it. You know, like
Same.
yeah.
That's cute. Yeah, that's good. We kind of grazed over the friend zone topic. You guys out there, let us know if you guys want us to elaborate on that because we got stories. I got stories just on Gina alone. So if you guys really want us to,
I just figured out who it was.
Duh.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole topic.
yeah, so if you guys want us to dive into that for an hour long, leave it in the comments. Let us know. Hit us up in the DMs. Follow us. Let us know all that stuff. But yeah, any more like any final closing thoughts? Anything else you guys want to put out there?
I'm like 60-40 crazy. I've also friend zoned people. I have
60?
stories. I'm the 60 crazy, 40%.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Good to know.
Yeah, 60-40.
Okay, cool. All right.
I have friend zone stories. I
yes.
have friend zoned people.
Hell yeah, we believe that. You don't
I have.
convince us.
It's not.
We believe you.
I believe the
Wait,
60%
hold on.
crazy
Can I just
part.
say that if you ever get friend zoned, don't be a little bitch about it and get angry. Just take it and go.
Hell yeah.
Move
yeah.
on. Move on. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys always showing us some love. The way that you can communicate that the fastest is by giving us 5 stars. Also leave comments, share it with your tias, your tios, your girlfriends, your boyfriends. Share it everywhere.
Your hermanas.
Yep, there you go. Your lolas, your titas.
Abuelitas.
Yep, exactly. And I do want to say thank you to our sponsors.
Shoe Dazzle.
Yes, Shoe Dazzle. Just a little reminder, it's shoedazzle.com/BTCH to get 75 off your first item. Holy crap, that's still really good. Thank you also to Buffy. Buffy. That's buffy.co. Enter code BTCH to get $20 off your Buffy comforter. And thank you to Bombas. Thank you to Hinge. And thanks again, guys.
Thank you to you.
Bye.
Bye. I want to be your friend, but not with benefits, okay?